Adrian Peterson is the NFL's premier running back, a rushing wonder with speed and power. He's the Minnesota Vikings' all-time leading rusher, a four-time Pro Bowl frontrunner, and one of the league's most marketable players. His success is carried by tireless determination. They call him AD because he brings it all day.
I work hard and I grind hard during the off-season.
No harder than this past off-season, when Adrian had to rescue his career. Last Christmas Eve, in the Vikings' final game of the season, he took a tackle that tore the ligaments in his knee.
Immediately when I took the hit, I knew something was wrong. I felt 3 pops in my left knee, and I just remember going down in so much pain, and my first initial thought was just like, why? You know, why me? Why me? Why me? I knew my ACL was gone.
So was his MCL. 2 tears that are a pro athlete's worst fear. The injury is painful, the rehab is grueling, and a full recovery is seldom certain.
How I'm gonna bounce back from this? You know, so many different thoughts went through my mind at once.
But the despair didn't last long.
I was able just to grab those thoughts and get rid of them. And my dad, he came down from the stands and came into the locker room to talk to me. And I remember telling him, you know what, this is a blessing in disguise. You know, I'm gonna come back stronger and better than I was before. What flashed in my mind was, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, you know, and that right there was enough for me.
Surgery was 1 week later on January 1st. A tedious 8-month recovery period followed. Adrian continued rehab during training camp and didn't play during the preseason. His return came ahead of schedule. He stepped back on the field for the Vikings' first game this season. A comeback called unprecedented and miraculous. Can you give us an example in the recovery where you have seen him companion you through this?
So many different times, you know, through the rehab where, you know, I was down just spiritually, just my body, mentally. Things that I had to do, whether it was different exercises for strengthening my leg that was painful, that I just didn't want to endure at the time, you know, but, you know, you have those thoughts that go through your head. You got the devil, he's out, he got those darts. So you can choose to bite on those, or you can choose to block them out. Just listen to the thoughts that God are putting in there. But without him doing this recovery, I had no chance, you know, at all. No chance to do this on my own. You know, he kept my mind at ease, you know, doing the rehab. And for me, because I've used this principle my whole life, it was so easy for me to buy into it and know that, hey, put this in God's hand, have faith. Just that simple, you know, process and your principle that you have, you know, is having faith, you know, and believing.
Adrian had to. He was forced to grow up fast and strong. When he was 7, his older brother was killed while the two were riding their bikes. His father was in prison on a drug charge while Adrian went through junior high and high school. He then left home in Texas to play at Oklahoma, where he became an All-American. His faith has seen him through. What is Jesus Christ? What has he done for you? What does he mean to you? Tell me about that relationship that you have with him.
Oh man, Jesus Christ, man, he means the world to me. You know, just so many different situations I've been through my childhood and now in my adulthood. You know, I lost my brother at a young age, seen him, you know, get hit by a car right in front of me, you know, and I had to be strong for my mom, held my tears and held her and comforted her during that time. And God just helped me get through that. It made me stronger, you know, at a young age.
Enough strength to reach the heights of NFL achievement in just 6 years.
All the adversity and, you know, just the hard times I've been through, God has always been present, and I've always prayed to him and asked him to give me the strength to endure and to, you know, to help others and to better understand this situation or whatever situation it is that I deal with in my personal life. And he has always showed up
And he does again on a night we celebrate the coming of a Savior. For Adrian, last Christmas Eve's injury has only prepared him for the anticipated promise of what's ahead. And for now, that's Christmas.
It brings hope and peace of mind, knowing that, God gave his only begotten Son for us. I'm able to look back and know that on this day, Jesus was born, and it gave us the opportunity to have eternal life. No matter how many flaws we have, our God is so forgiving and understanding, and he'll never leave you or forsake you. So that brings peace to me.